So good afternoon, graduates, faculty and staff, and the guests. Welcome to the class of 2022 MCL Holding. I'm sure you're all excited to be here as I am. Without further ado, please welcome Dean Kati, the School of Engineering and Technology, who will kick off the holding ceremony.
Thank you, Jan. Distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and students, welcome. I'm Raj Kadi, the Dean of the School of Engineering and Technology, and it is really great to see you all in person this year after many, many years of no graduation. First of all, welcome to the 2022 graduation ceremony for the Master of Cybersecurity and Leadership program at UW-Tacoma. Please join me in congratulating the graduates of the class of 2022 on their outstanding achievements. These graduates had great support from many people, including their extended family members, partners, friends, and employers. Let us thank all those who have supported our graduates. And graduates, you have overcome challenges due to the pandemic. Despite all these challenges, in the past year, you have achieved and forged a record that could be considered excellent in normal times. This year, your accomplishments were indeed very impressive. Some of you were selected as prestigious National Science Foundation CyberCore Scholarship for Service Scholars. Some of you were inducted into UPE, an International Honor Society for the computing and information disciplines. And some of you were inducted into BGS, an International Business Honor Society. Additionally, you have made significant contributions to community projects and international collaborations to address the needs and challenges in cybersecurity. This has increased the visibility of the MCL program and UW-Tacoma. I would now like to acknowledge our faculty and staff, a gifted and dedicated group of teachers, scholars, and professionals. Would the faculty and staff of UW-Tacoma please stand and be recognized? Special thanks to Dr. Yan Bai, the director of the MCL program, Victoria Olive. Victoria, where are you? Victoria Olive, the graduate advisor, and Altaf Merchant, the dean of the Milgard School of Business. Finally, I would like to introduce you to our keynote speaker, Eileen Figoni. Hi, Eileen. I'm going to introduce you. Eileen is no ordinary person. She is the Chief Information Security Officer and Director of Security, Risk, and Compliance for Puget Sound Energy. She is responsible for establishing and delivering Puget Sound Energy's strategy for security and IT risk management. She has been with Puget Sound Energy for approximately 10 years and has over 25 years of leadership experience in information technology and security, with proven success building and managing high-performing teams across not only the utility industry, but also the retail, banking, and insurance industries. Let's welcome our keynote speaker. Thank you, Annie.
All right, so before I start, I have a little confession to make. I told Dr. Bai when I was asked to do this that the last time I spoke at a graduation was when I was in 8th grade. What I didn't tell you was that really didn't go well. I think about halfway through my speech, I completely forgot everything. So wasn't my best moment, but I am here today to redeem myself. So thank you for having me here. It really is an honor to speak to you today. I read somewhere that as an educated adult, your greatest responsibility is not to your boss. It is to yourself and to the world. Now, I do not remember where I read that, so I cannot give that person any credit for that quote, so I'm sorry. But that statement has stuck with me through the years, and nowhere has it meant more than in my current role as the Chief Information Security Officer for Puget Sound Energy. I never imagined myself here back when I got my degree from UW, and I will not tell you how long ago that was. But surprisingly enough, my degree is in art history, so absolutely, utterly nothing to do with IT in any way, shape, or form. But I can still compare and contrast Italian Renaissance sculpture with the best of them. But now I can completely geek out with pretty much any IT crowd. And I have the very prestigious role, which I'm sure many of you also have, of being my family's personal help desk. So when I look at the responsibility that I have at PSC, it is both extremely humbling and frightening. I set the wrong direction for my team, and we could impact hospitals, military bases, banking, your livelihood, your security. But I would not change that at all. It's an honor for me, as well as an obligation, to serve the public. I also look at it as a public or as a personal responsibility. The public depends on me and my team. And it's that public service ethic that my team and I demonstrate that will endure far beyond any security technology that exists today. And that's really how I see cybersecurity differentiating itself from any other IT discipline. Cybersecurity specialists have that public service ethic obligation that no other subject matter expert in IT has. I can't think of another area within IT where one bad decision could have such a sweeping impact. And it's not just cybersecurity and critical infrastructure. So before I worked at PSC, I also worked in cybersecurity at a large locally owned retailer. And whenever there was an IT event, there was a common phrase that was always used. Hey, we just sell shoes. And I know that that statement was made to just calm the masses and make sure people could focus on the situation at hand and get the problem solved. But that statement was never used if the event was even remotely cyber-related. Could you ever imagine a situation where a customer would be okay hearing, hey, we just sell shoes, when we potentially compromised their finances in some way by exposing their credit card number, or their health concerns by exposing their HIPAA data? No matter what industry we work in, we are custodians at some level of other people's livelihoods. And customers and fellow employees are putting their trust in us, and for the most part, they don't even know us. But we are bound by that trust, no matter what. And just like my decisions can impact people, your decisions can impact people and will impact people as well, both positively and negatively, in small ways and big, in short time frames, and potentially forever. Think about that. That is a lot of responsibility. And the more you put into that responsibility to earn the trust that people will give you, the better. Because selling your ideas and decisions to ensure you maintain that trust is not going to be easy. You will butt heads with a lot of people because you know what's right from a security perspective, and it can be a hard sell to get that across to others. And it's not always a popular ask. You are selling protection for the intangible, on top of asking people to potentially do more work. People will challenge you. They won't understand why they need to protect against something that hasn't happened to them yet. And that's a word we use a lot in cybersecurity, yet. It will be your job to convince your business partners, and sometimes even your IT peers, as to why a solid security foundation is table stakes for running a successful business, no matter the size or the industry. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, the world we live in today makes that sales job a little easier. I think the second most commonly used phrase in cybersecurity is never let a good crisis go to waste. And with all of the crises going on around the world right now, there's a lot to take advantage of and a lot to be used for that sales job, for that decision that is critical to business. With all that being said, I think the most important guidance I can provide you with today is to always trust your gut. Your gut will tell you what's right for yourself and the world. And I know that sounds really trite and simple, but I like to believe that people go into cybersecurity because they have a really strong moral compass and they want to do what's right. In cybersecurity, we do something every day that people may not notice, but we make an impact. Never forget, it's a privilege to be in a world where you can make a huge difference, a huge impact, and I know you will. So, thank you, and congratulations, everybody. One more thing. So I did mention what the second most commonly used phrase in cybersecurity was. For those of you wondering what the most commonly used phrase is, don't click on stuff. Thank you.
Thank you, Eileen, for your inspirational speech. Thanks. So let's welcome student speaker Brandon to come give us a speech.
Thank you, everyone. To the faculty and staff of UWT, to Eileen, to our professors, and thank you to our families who willingly helped us spend most of the last Saturdays from this past year away from them. And thank you to our classmates, my classmates. You all have humbled me with this opportunity to speak in front of us all today, and I appreciate that opportunity. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet, but for those of you who have heard me speak in class, short and sweet isn't usually my thing, so feel free to buzz me out at some point if I go too far. So I'm going to start by listing off a couple of the things that we've collectively accomplished this year. I'm going to start with a few statistics. I ran the numbers, and I think we've spent roughly 266 hours in class. We've probably spent between 500 and 1,000 hours on homework. We've done about a dozen individual papers. We've had 8 group assignments, and there's been hundreds of very interesting facts about Boeing. Now, I think back to June of 2021, when we started this program, and the ways that we've employed what we've learned into our daily habits and routines as leaders. I'd like to call out some of the highlights that I think we all gradually improved on, and I see us practicing in our daily life. Professor Wilkinson walked us through 2 incredibly helpful texts that took a step back from trying to lead from the front, and rather lead first by understanding how we may improve ourselves. I witnessed my groups using tactics in subsequent quarters that clearly related back to building trust and to contributing to a shared pool of meaning when working through group projects. The same is true for the benefits I've seen outside of the classroom in my personal and professional life. The software bill of materials project that Professor McGugan covered in 580 has been a hot topic in cybersecurity. I've heard it talked about plenty of times, and just this week, several of our teammates here including Hakeem, was at a software bill of materials session at RSA, the cybersecurity conference. Clearly a hot topic of conversation, those in which industry experts are debating in how to scale and make more efficient every day now. In Dr. Barnes' class, we built on the foundation of what we learned with Richard, putting together some of the pieces of working together to form a more trusted relationship, and then adding into that our unique perspectives and talents, growing together towards a common goal. Dr. Purdy gave us great perspective as future cyber leaders on what really matters to business. It's often easy to focus on threats and vulnerabilities, but at the end of the day, cybersecurity is to protect the company and to enable its competitive advantages and the data of its customers. I'd also like to give an honorable mention to Professor Benjamin for schooling us on how to simulate change. Believe it or not, that's only 50% of what we learned. As a whole, this group has already some incredible minds in cybersecurity, and I've proudly seen several individuals in this class come across LinkedIn stating that they've obtained their CISSP designation. That alone is probably 500 of those 500 to 1,000 hours spent outside of class. And I'm sure those families out there who have witnessed it can certainly attest. The quality of the capstone projects was inspiring. Not only did our work benefit local organizations who have decidedly better cybersecurity posture than they did a few months ago, we also had classmates launch a nonprofit to educate children on the topic of cybersecurity. This next generation is more likely to face even worse cyber attacks than we are currently facing, and starting early is critical. This cohort even had a project that had a global reach, impacting multiple continents. And last but not least, my favorite topic, cyber risk with DC. I know you all have heard me talk endlessly about my startup in cyber risk, but I do truly believe that learning effective methods on how to quantify risk is one of the most valuable things that we've learned in this program. Translating the value of cybersecurity and the investments in cyber to our business stakeholders is one of the most important roles of cyber leadership. I think that we're uniquely positioned to do this effectively, and in the future, given the mix of our business and cyber backgrounds. We need to remember and be proud of this knowledge we've captured. Our thoughts and opinions on these relevant topics matter. Let's bring them back to the teams that we work on and push them to improve and modernize their approaches. Our learning is not done here, but today we have officially reached the designation of Masters of Cyber and Leadership. A valuable set of combined skills in which very few have the opportunity to hone both. Finally, I've spent the last week reflecting on the ways in which those hours spent have pushed me to grow as a person, as a thinker, and as a member of the cybersecurity community. I can honestly say where I've learned the most is listening to all of you and to the wider community. The diverse set of backgrounds and experiences that we have collectively brought together through discussions, projects, and presentations. It's important to remember that this field we work in is a community, and working individually, we face an insurmountable problem. The key to solving this problem is by working together. Eileen's an excellent example of this, and I've been incredibly lucky to learn from her, as well as many of her peers in the electric utility industry. They have an immeasurably important job. As you heard her state, Puget Sound Energy is critical to this region and keeping the lights on for all of us. And they very consistently share information to make each other more efficient in their jobs. I invite and challenge all of you to maintain contact with people in this room. Seek each other out at conferences, meet and leverage their networks, and invite them into yours. Be curious, continue to learn outside of this program, and remember that we are uniquely poised to make an impact in the industry. Thank you.
Welcome, class of 2022, family and friends, and fellow faculty. My name is Professor Brian Goda, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the challenge coin. So you can read inside your second page of your program that talks about the challenge coin. And if you notice in the audience here, you see all these people wearing little purple sashes? Please stand up. Come on, don't be shy. You're in the military before. These are our veterans from our class, so let's give them a hand. Yeah, some people didn't pick up theirs, so okay. A little bit about myself. If you didn't know, I was an Army colonel in 2012, and I was hired to come out here to start this program. Can you imagine starting a program with no resources, no faculty, no students? What can I make? Well, I'm going to make this program about cybersecurity and leadership, and I'm in a partnership with the leadership program from the Milgard School of Business. And I can say honestly that this program has been very successful and beyond my wildest dreams. When you guys go out and try and get a job, they're going to look at your statistics, they're going to look at what you've done, and they're going to hire you in an instant because there's not enough of you to go around. And you should be proud of that. And I'm not lying to people here, they already know that. And you will find out soon if you haven't been looking for a job. But I wanted to talk about this coin. Okay? I don't know if you can see it, but you will see it soon. This is a military coin, and as a military commander, I would reward soldiers for outstanding performance. And these were highly sought after, and the other soldiers that didn't get one would feel left out. Now, all of you are graduating today, so all of you will earn a coin. Aren't you excited? Now, if you look at the history, this coin was used to identify if you're a friend or foe. Well, today, all right, we're not at war and you're not in the Army, but this is to identify you as a graduate of this program. And what does that get you? If you ever see me in a bar, I will buy you a drink. You have to produce this coin, though. All right? And another thing I want to teach you is how to accept this coin, because once you get hooded, you get this coin, I'll be over there to hand this to you. But there's a certain way you need to do this. So Eileen, could you come up here, please? Eileen will be my demonstrator. You've heard of demonstrator, so face this way. And when you come up to get your coin, I will offer my hand and then shake it, and then you will take the coin.
That's sneaky.
Oh, you get to keep it. Go.
Oh, thank you.
So everyone knows what to do, correct? Congratulations.
It's my honor and pleasure to introduce the class of 2022 from the Masters in Cybersecurity and Leadership program. Would you please stand? So as I read your name, or you'll filter up here, and Dr. Bai will put your hood on for you. This is a hooding ceremony. All right? We ready for this?
Come on, see some excitement.
Benjamin Adams. Gian Agni. Ian Arna. Kushal Bajnat. Brandon Brown. Back up a little. There we go. Stephen Brown. Not related. Awa Cham. Stuart Bruner. Wai Kwan Chow. Jeanette. Brendan Colford. That's how it's done. Zedric De La Cruz. Guillermo Figueroa. Joel Johnson George. David Giorgio. William Guthrie. Avi Jala. Baljot Kaur. Sean Marquardt. David Michaelek. Steve Owens. Akshar Sharif. Preston Tarr. Lourdes Tolmich. Kyle Williams. Milton Wong. Yongjun Cho. Now I want to just quickly list the graduates who did not make it today. I'll take all of their challenge coins. Ryan is not on the list. Ryan Wright. Very sorry about that, Ryan. So those who couldn't make it: Hakeem Ahmed, Mayaz Karaga, Stuart Bruner. No, Stuart's here. This list is wrong again. No wonder you're out of place, Ryan. Maxine Filcher, Oliver Carr, Charles Kerr, Derek Miller, Sean Sadat, and Aaron Sterling. Congratulations.
Graduates, you can be seated. I'm Jill Purdy, and I send to all the graduates greetings from Dr. Zoe Barsness, who unfortunately, after making it through the whole spring quarter, came down with COVID. So she wasn't able to be here, but sends her warm wishes and congratulations to all of you. I am here to introduce our honor graduates from the Masters of Cybersecurity and Leadership and to induct several of you into the Business Honor Society. Beta Gamma Sigma is the honor society for business schools that hold the prestigious AACSB accreditation, which only includes about 5% of business schools worldwide. Only the top 20% of graduate students in any program are invited to the program and are eligible to join. This is an elite group, but Beta Gamma Sigma was founded in 1913, and it has grown to become a large society. Beta Gamma Sigma now has 600 chapters and 825,000 members who live in 190 different countries and work in a wide variety of industries and organizations. So today we welcome students from this program into Beta Gamma Sigma. These students have shown outstanding aptitude for business and have demonstrated their work ethic and determination. Would the following members of the class of 2022 please come forward? Brendan Colford. You can just stand in line. Avi Jala. Stephen Brown. William Guthrie. And Sean Marquardt. Before you officially become members, I want to share just a few words about the origin of the Honor Society, its name, and say a little bit about what it stands for. The name Beta Gamma Sigma comes from the initials of 3 Greek words that define the principles of the society. So beta is the first letter of the Greek word bebios, which signifies honor. Honor is something we've heard a little bit about from our speaker today. Honor is personal integrity, trustworthiness, and excellence of character. It's a prerequisite for those who will lead others. It encourages altruism, social responsibility, and service. Gamma is the initial letter of the Greek word gnosis, which signifies wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge tested by experience and tempered by judgment. It avoids prejudice and insists on freedom of thought and expression. Those who are wise engage in a continuous quest for understanding and seek better application of what is known. Sigma is the first letter of the Greek word spude, which signifies sincerity. Sincerity is diligence and enthusiasm blended with reason. Individuals who are sincere inspire confidence, invite action, and generate progress. The symbol of Beta Gamma Sigma is the key. And if you wear this to events where business people are, some may recognize you and by your key. It is inscribed with these 3 Greek letters, Beta Gamma Sigma. And in honor of your accomplishments, you will be presented with a Beta Gamma Sigma key certificate on honor cord. Dr. Bai, there she is. Go ahead. So Brendan Colford, start at the far end. You don't have to bend too far, taller. And your feet. Avi Jala. Stephen Brown. William Guthrie. And Sean Marquardt. Please join me in congratulating the newest members of the University of Washington Tacoma chapter of Beta Gamma Sigma. I am also honored to recognize the members of Upsilon Pi Epsilon Honor Society who were previously inducted. Those members include Greg Erickson, Charles Kerr, Sean Marquardt, and Lourdes Tolmich. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Dean Althoff Merchant, the Dean of the Milgard School of Business.
Thank you, Professor Purdy, and congratulations to all the graduates. What an amazing ceremony. A huge thank you to faculty, staff, and everyone involved in making this ceremony a success. Graduates, once again, my hearty congratulations to you on this important occasion. You are now our ambassadors. I'm sure that you'll make us proud. You are now our alumni. Please stay in touch. Connect with your favorite professors, your classmates, and your favorite staff persons. You will be hearing from us about alumni events. I urge you to participate in them. Come back and relive your days of being a student. Now, on the day of graduation, I'm talking about coming back. You may say, well, Dean Merchant, give us some time. In 6 months, you'll miss your days as a student. Always remember, education and learning is an ongoing process. Our mission is to support you in this journey of lifelong education. In the coming decades, many of you will remain in this part of the country, many in other parts of the United States, and some of you around the world. Some of you will come back as speakers, recruiters, donors, members of advisory boards, guest teachers, and much more. Remember, wherever you are, UW Tacoma is here for you, and keep that in your heart. I usually like to end with an inspirational quote, and today I have a quote for you from Teddy Roosevelt, one of the presidents I greatly admire. And he says, whenever you are asked if you can do a job, tell them, certainly I can. Then get busy and find out how to do it. Onward and forward. Go Huskies.
We have one final academic ritual before I let you go on yet another beautiful sunny Saturday afternoon. Would the class members please rise? It is now time to move your tassel from the right side to the left side of your mortarboard. And then turn around and wave to and thank your family and friends for supporting you. And congratulations. This ceremony is concluded. Thank you. You're welcome to come to the stage for pictures with your family if you'd like. Thank you.